Hi. Before we get started, I would like to make an official statement. Inspired by Amy Klobuchar, I would like to officially step down from my position here at SLN to make way for a person of color. I'm offering full rights to some lousy news and access to every single one of my 31 followers. I say this with a heavy heart, but I do what I can, as all of us must. Now it's your turn, John Krasinski. You thought I forgot about you, you fucking piece of shit. I hate you now more than I did a fucking month ago. So, yes, that's right. Amy Klobuchar has officially withdrawn her name for consideration as a potential Biden VP pick to, as we said, make room for a person of color. To which Biden responded, "Hey, I got no problem with a colored gal." You know? Yeah, Biden, you want to love him, but he never does quite get it, does he? In other news, NASCAR has officially banned the display of Confederate flags at its events. Now, if they could only ban those cars from driving in circles for hours and hours on end, I might be a fan. And now it's time for a news segment. News about statues, but really about race. The statue of George Washington was toppled by protesters in Portland, Oregon. In its place, there will be planted a cherry tree. In other statue related news, protesters in D.C. are trying to topple the statue of Andrew Jackson right outside the White House. After making threats against the protesters, Donald Trump surprised everyone on both sides when he offered generously blankets and sleeping bags for the protesters, covered in smallpox, but still, it's the gesture. It's the gesture. And that was it for news about statues, but actually about race. Comedian Chris D'Elia is in some very hot water this week after being accused of targeting several underage girls. Now, I don't want to comment on this until all the facts are in, but I can just tell you personally that I know Chris D'Elia, and he's famous, and I'm a struggling comic, and he was always very nice to me. He's eagerly offered to babysit my young niece on several occasions. Oh my God! Say it ain't so, Chris. In other celebrity news, Don Jr., who's a celebrity in his own right and almost as much of a piece of shit as his father, cost the taxpayers, by one estimate, more than $75,000 on a recent Mongolian hunting trip where he planned to kill some of the world's largest sheep. In Don Jr.'s defense, he said he needed to go on the expedition because he needed more wool to pull over the eyes of his father's supporters. And that's it for celebrity news. Let's go to the big bit of the week. Quaker Oats is finally going to retire the name and the image of Aunt Jemima on its syrup product. It's based on racial stereotypes that are hurtful to the African American community, and I think we can all agree it's about time. Instead, several different black celebrities have agreed to be considered to use their name, their face, and their own slogan to promote the new syrup product. Would you like to take a look at some of these being considered? Neil deGrasse Tyson, The Science of Syrup. Snoop Doggy Dogg, Give me some of that sticky icky icky. Jay-Z, I got 99 problems, but a breakfast ain't one. Oprah Winfrey, because I fucking said so. Everyone does what Oprah Winfrey says. And finally, the last black celebrity being considered to sponsor the new syrup product, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, now Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's trending on Twitter as of today because some old blackface bits of his are now resurfacing. Chris D'Elia, the two Jimmys, if everyone goes away, if every straight white guy goes away, Maybe I got a shot by default. I know there's not supposed to be room for any more straight white guys, but there's got to be one. If they all disappear, could you elevate me a little bit? I got nothing else. Well, until next time, just remember the only good news on SLN is no news.